Alright guys, welcome once again to my channel. So today's video I'm going to teach you a simple strategy that you are going to leverage on. So if you're a beginner trader, you are looking for a way to navigate the market system, so I'm going to show you how you can able to do it with this simple price action strategy. So this also work both in live market and also in volatility market. Okay, so what you need to do, if you have spot a particular pair that you want to analyze, make sure that you go to actually the daily time frame or the weekly time frame. So I'm going to classify the time frame for you right here. So the higher time frame consists of MN, which is the monthly, W1, which is the weekly, the D1, which is the daily, the H4, which is the 4 hours, the H1, which is the 1 hour. So that is higher time frame. Then we have the M30, which is the intermediate time frame. So it's both between the higher and the smaller time frame you get. Then we have the M15, which is also the smaller time frame. We have the M5, the smaller time frame, and the M1. So these are the smaller time frame. So if you have already know that, then you are good to go. First of all, if you have spot a good trade or a good pair that you want to analyze on, first of all you need to understand what the market is actually is. As you can see, this was a bullish market right here. We go over then and we bring out our trend line here. So this is our trend line. So we are going to mark out where the market has been bullish. Okay, so as you can see, this is where the market has been bullish right here real quick. Okay, as you can see, the market started buying from here. Okay, it touched this trend line and it also moved forward, and it also turned this trend line and it also moved upward. Then it now break out here. Okay, so let's put this, you bring it down this way that it break out. Okay, so if you watch closely, it now break out and touch here. So that's the definition of a bearish, that this market is actually selling. Okay, which means the uptrend has ended. Okay, so what we do, you get another trend line. Okay, so let me get another trend line here. Then we are going to mark out from where the market began to sell. Okay, so this is, as you can see now, this market is starting to get bearish. Okay, so market started selling from here and it break out from here and touch this bullish trend. So it started selling here and it also touched this trend line and break out. Okay, so as a trader, as a day trader, what you'll be looking by this particular market is a sell. Okay, so we need to also analyze from the 1 hour, 4 hours and 1 hour time frame to understand the market really. So the next thing you need to understand is levels. So there's what we call levels. We are going to mark out some key levels where market has been actually respecting, okay, for the past trades that has happened. Okay, so I'll get my line here real quick. So I'll mark out this trade here. As you can see, market came here and bought, and it came back here and bought, and so it break out here, then it came here and also bought and it sells here, then and it came again and touched this key level and it sells and it break out again. So if you are looking for this trade, so let's go to the, which is the H4, and understand the market very well. Okay, so I turn my phone into a landscape so that this will be actually visible, so that you guys will understand this. Okay, so let me get my project. You can see market has been buying from this place and it's also bought from here. So if you're kind of a day trader or a swing trader, and let me say nothing has happened here, right here, like nothing has happened here, but using these past actions that this market has been, maybe you kind of waited for this market here. For example, this market is actually here, then you waited for it, immediately you touch it with a good confirmation and a good entry point, and you buy, like this is 4-hour time frame, and you're gonna catch a lot of pips. Okay, then you can see what the market is actually doing, which means this is actually a good key level that this market has been respecting on. Okay, as you can see, so since we have analyzed this market from the higher time frame and it's showing us a bearish move, and as you can see here, this is a kind of a bearish move also in 4 hours time frame here. Okay, so let's see whether we will mark out a good key level from this 4 hours time frame here. Okay, so this also shows signifies the good key level here. So you have seen the past reaction of the market here. So the market sells here and it bought from here also, and it breaks here and sells here. Then the market also came to these key level zones and it's kind of consolidating. Okay, so there's a high chance of this market also selling down here. Okay, because it also respect this our major trend line. So let me use an arrow so that you guys will understand what I'm pointing on. Okay, so yeah, so this candle touch this trend line, we draw from a bearish. So this trend line shows as a bearish and it breaks out from key level, and there's a chance of this market also selling right there. So let's go over to the other time frames to confirm more of this pair. Okay, so we went to the 1 hour time frame here. So on the 1 hour time frame, it's kind of a little bullish, so which means if we are going to find a sell here, we can sell as a scalp here, for example. So let's say that we just place our order here and we are able to be targeting this key level here. Okay, so even though we entered basically from here, okay, so let me touch this thing. So basically, let's say we enter trade from here, so our TP will be here. Okay, then our stop loss will be a little bit above this past reaction of the market. So let's analyze to the lower time frame. You can see basically like this market has been selling. It sells from this key level here. Okay, it sells from this zone here. Then at first it haven't touched this zone ever, like it haven't touched this zone, and it keeps selling all the way down. Then eventually it came back again and touched this level here, and that's why I say there's a high possibility of this market selling downwards here. This is the intermediate time frame. So there's no much things here, but you can use it and spot out some good measures of the market. And for example, you can see what this market is actually doing here. It's kind of ranging. Okay, so I'm going to mark out this place. You can see this market is actually ranging, and this actually means that this is a good setup of a sell, right? Okay, so just bear in mind, nothing is 100% sure. Okay, this is based on my own analysis. Okay, so if we are going to sell from this market, we wait for this market actually. So let me draw this thing so that you guys will understand it. So you wait for this market to break out from this box, because this is entered to the intermediate time frame, and we have seen that this market has been ranging. It's still on this box, and we wait for this market to break out, because our overall time frame, which is the D1, says that this market is a bearish move. And if this market is going to be a bearish move, this market needs to break out from this box, either up or down. So if it breaks up, so we also analyze and wait for setup like breakout and retest, whether we'll find a short buy as a scalp. But if it breaks out below this board, you will know that this is actually a bearish move. Then you now find your entry point from the lower time frame, which I'm going to analyze now and see whether this market is actually going to buy from there, from this place, from this box here. Okay, so let me just put it here and go over to the M50. So from the past reactions, the market has been bullish, and it was actually bullish before forming this ranging, this consolidation. So we haven't have a breakout yet. Then there's a higher chance of this market breaking out here. Okay, it just break out here, and then a retest to this zone again. Just a retest to this boss again. Then you now place your sell. Then there you get a sell here. I don't know whether you guys understand me. Okay, then you now place your sell here. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the higher time frame. So if you place a sell here, this zone of 9,311 should be your TP, right? So let's go back to the M15. This is M15. So when you have confirmed that this market is actually bearish, now you will now be looking out for double top. So double top is a bearish reversal. So it actually happens when there is an end of an uptrend, as basically you can see here, like this market has been bullish now, now forming this ranging market here. So double top is in form of like M shape. Okay, so I don't know whether I can draw it here with this because I'm using a mobile phone right here. So whenever he has spot this in the lower time frame, because basically it actually happens on lower time frame. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen it many times on the lower time frame. Then you now get your key zone here, which means your entry point should be at the neck here. Then you can see the markets will start selling after a whole confirmations that this is a bearish market. So this is a double top. Then double bottom is the opposite of this. It's like a W shape. Okay, so I hope you guys understand it. Okay, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell notification. Then let me go over to the lower time frame, which is the M5. So if I'm to sell, like I'll wait for the breakout of this market. Then what will I do? Let me go over to the 1 hour time frame. I want to get the overall view about this market here. Okay, I go over to my 1 hour time frame right here. So basically, this is where market is meant to sell, right? Then let me bring my arrow and show you guys something. Then here is going to be my TP. Okay, then after the market have breakout, because this is 1 hour time frame, this is a lot peep. So this 9,382 will be my TP. Then my stop loss will be about this place. Okay, then my entry points, I wait for this market for the breakout and retest or the double top. Okay, so there are lots of confirmation, there is lots of entry points in this strategy, in this market. Okay, all strategy works. Okay, just know that. Then after we have confirmed this, then we cannot enter for a sell. So I'm going to leave this market. If it actually plays out, then I will upload a video showing you guys how this actually works. Okay, so let me go over to the M30. That's it. So I think this is all for the video now. Please make sure you subscribe and see you guys on my next video.